Hello, my beautiful awakened brothers and sisters. I have been discussing spiritual intelligence and what does this mean? Well, there are two aspects really of intelligence. There's that physical intelligence, the intelligence that has been programmed and repeated over and over. That's happened for us in the West since we were children. We would go to school and we would learn certain subjects, and we excelled in certain subjects which would funnel us into different areas of society, of a way for us to contribute through work. That is the basis of the West's version of intelligence. And so what is spiritual intelligence? Well, spiritual intelligence is being able to feel from within yourself the real aspects of what's going on. And if you have come into a state of just awakening, which just simply means that you are questioning things right now, then congratulations. Congratulations for making it. And that is the start of this basis of spiritual intelligence. It brings everything into question, like who you are, why you're doing these things. How did I get myself into this situation in my life where I feel so disconnected? A lot of us, through the system of control, are looking down the barrel at, I can't do anything about it. You know, I've been taught that I have to do this job, I have to go about my work in society in this way. If I don't have a job, then I won't survive. My family structure isn't solid. You know, there's generations and generations now of this idea that we're not good enough and that we're not loved. But that's exactly the basis of the spiritual intelligence test, is, am I really going to allow that to be my reality? Is that my full truth here? That is something that is such an intimate introflexion for all of us, and we come to a conclusion in our own way. And that's why spiritual intelligence isn't like structured in a book. It is not a to-do list that we just tick off as we go. We have all been through our experiences through life through the lens of duality, which essentially means that there is the good elements and the not so good elements. Now, when we come to a place in which we are just focused on those not so good elements, those distortions, those traumas, then what happens is we actually are void of our spiritual intelligence, because we allow the momentum of that distortion to carry us through life, to create justification. And we have to come to that place inside of ourselves and just question that. Is that really what is true for me? Is this going to be the rest of my life? And that is the beautiful transition where we come to this moment, and in an esoteric sense, it is like the leap of faith. We are at this place now. I don't know where I'm stepping to, but there's something inside of me that I feel that there is more. And there is more. There is so much more. When we find that those distortions actually are just a part of our experience, to come to this moment of our spiritual intelligence test, we find that the path is just to simply let go of it, to actually accept that there's learnings about that distortion, and that when we come into completion for it, we find that we actually move through that spiritual intelligence test. That's what that is. It's like it's an exam for us that doesn't require any effort. It just requires you to be you. It requires you to let go, to surrender into this knowing that you are good enough and that you are loved. Not loved by anyone else, but actually cultivating that from within you. And this spiritual intelligence test really is coming in to connection with the other aspect of the physical self. We use the mind in society, and we use the heart in the soul, in the spirit self. When we create that connection from within, we realize our true potential. And that, my brothers and sisters, is so exciting, and I can't wait to share that experience with you. Much love.